Brazil, Brazil. With 2 rounds left, the F122 Championship here down in Sao Paulo, and as you can see, we're going across the line here. Do we have the pace to compete for pole position? I would suggest that we're. I mean, you can maybe argue that we're in the fight here as we're diving in to qualifying, but again, I'm expecting big things in this qualifying session. We need to realistically look for pole and all that good stuff. But as you can see, we are getting through, so things could be looking worse, but Red Bull kind of look like a step above the rest of us as we go in to Q3, and we're flying. Has become a wee bit overcast in the sky, but we've set a purple middle sector, so who knows what we can do during this final bit of the lap. But we're going to the line, and it is only good enough. That's not good. Oh man, we are low down. We are low down with everything to do in this sprint that's coming up, man. Damn. But 2 points separate the top three in the championship. It couldn't be much closer. You almost think I'd rigged it like Arava does. But regardless, we're all on the medium tyres for the sprint here, a wee bit down the grid, but hopefully we can do something. The start isn't particularly great, but thankfully it's a short run down to turn 1, but Ricardo overtakes us. We're going to try and hang it around the outside, but Albon puts us off. And what is it with fucking Alpines, man? Absolutely demolishing us as we rejoin pretty much where we were off the track in front of Albon, so maybe a wee bit of cheating there. But Ricardo and Russell battling for position. Albon looking for a manoeuvre on us. It's just very tight here. We need to go for a manoeuvre. Can we launch it in the inside? Ricardo, job done. Job done. We run wide, man. This car's bouncing all over the place, but Lando Norris is up next. We overtake him for P6 here. Phenomenal. Up next, though, is our teammate Leclerc. I tell you what, Gasly. Leclerc is up next for us, our teammate. Can we get him? Maybe at the end of lap 1 here as we're in the slipstream and 211 mile an hour, and our teammate's been disposed to almost wipe out Pierre Gasly's rear wing as we set a purple final sector. Gasly up next, we've just got superior speed, and I don't know how Gasly's been putting the worst car on the grid in consistently in like the top 10. He's been phenomenal the second part of the season. Up next, Lewis Hamilton. We fly across the line. It's in 109.2. We overtake Hamilton, and we've got the 2 Red Bulls up next as we run wide, but you have to take these sort of risks when you're battling for the championship. Up next is Perez, and we late break it, and for some reason he leaves the door open and then we go for it. Like, I'm never ever going to back down for that manoeuvre. Up next though is Max Verstappen, 2 tenths behind. This is where we just got a lot more grip than the AI, it seems, and we can just launch it in the inside. We do. Verstappen gives us enough room, and just like that, guys, we've went from 9th to 1st, and we're absolutely loving life. Moving on to lap 10 though, the tyres beginning to go off. The AI is a wee bit better on the tyres, so Verstappen has come back at us, and he's in the DRS, and as you can see, he's doesn't actually get in front of us as we manage to hold it. We're very wide though through turn 2 there. But moving on to lap 12, what can we do to defend? Verstappen's 4 tenths behind. Surely we're going to just keep the throttle. We've ran wide, we hit the bump, we spin, and though it's a monumental collision between Max Verstappen and ourselves. We are both out of this race. I mean, look at this. Verstappen sitting here, we just hit that bump, and it was, once you hit that bump, we are just careering onto that part of the track. An insane crash here, and Perez, it looks like he's going to win this race, but look at that monument on the last lap too. Could not script this, and that's going to put Charles Leclerc in the lead of this championship, man. And if you look, you can just see the exact point the car went. I can't handle that. Like, it's this bit, boom, that bounce out, loses the back end, and Verstappen and ourselves are out of the Brazilian Grand Prix. There is your order. Perez won for Hamilton and Leclerc, so Leclerc picks up a crucial 6 points as we go into the starting grid. But of course, with penalties, it's going to be an absolute crazy race because people are starting all over here. Completely mixed up grid. Really looking forward to this. Got Perez. I mean, Leclerc's doing 8th, but you know what? 8th will probably take that considering we're starting, so we've actually got half a hope of doing something. Latifi in P12. We've got Vettel 13th. We're starting 14th, which I guess could be worse. No penalty for us. Verstappen down in 16th. Sainz in 15th. But us and Verstappen have got an absolutely mammoth task on our hands if we are going to do anything in this race. I guess Hamilton though starts P20, so a very, very mixed up grid. Here we go for the start of the Grand Prix though, and it's going to be chaos, man. 3 championship contenders, well, technically 4 if you include Norris, but us and Verstappen pretty much at the back. We're all starting on medium tyres. How will this go? Let's find out. And we're overtaking
quite a few. We're trying to. We're up about 2 places here. We managed to hold it. I mean, we get barged straight away, man. Jesus Christ. That is the side pods damaged already because Nicholas Latifi does, does not have a clue how to drive. Not really surprised at that, but we've got Valtteri Bottas up next as we take the corner quite well. We're packed in behind Bottas, Stroll, Norris and co. It's all about beating Leclerc this race. It's all about what we can do in the race against him. But as we lose the back end there and get a massive snap, we're going to have to let Bottas back through, aren't we? We do, but then we get him back easily. Next up, though, will be Lance Stroll moving on to lap 2, and that is an easy enough manoeuvre. That's probably our favourite corner to overtake because the AI is not very good through there. But to be fair, I'd carry risk, so that's why it's probably a wee bit easier. But up next is Lando Norris, and that's a bit riskier as we almost take the rear wing off our teammate and the front wing off ourselves. Up next is Leclerc. So this is massive in the championship. Leclerc gives us enough space. We managed to get the manoeuvre done. Up next is Kevin Magnussen. It took us a while longer to get past K-Mag. I don't know, the pace just wasn't in the car compared to the sprint race where we literally overtook everyone in their field. So yeah, don't know where it went. We've pitted though, put on the hard tyre, and yeah, we'll be going to the end on this hard compound. But as you can see, we've got Lando Norris overtaking us here for P7. Just we don't have enough pace really, if I'm being honest, to deal with it. But moving forward, we did have this spin from, I don't even know who it is, Ocon, and due to this we actually run wide there, and we've actually got past Norris because for some reason Norris backed off completely, which is retarded. We've also got a spin here for Bottas, and moving on to lap 36, we've actually caught up to Gasly. We've pulled away from Norris and Ocon, so the pace actually began to come to us the more the hard tyre stint went on. But Perez is sadly too far down the road, but it's going to be George Russell winning for Danny Ricciardo, Albon, Perez and ourselves. So we've gained valuable points on our teammate. Look at that, it's a pretty mad top 3 in this Grand Prix. But Pierre Gasly had a really good drive as well. But we gained 4 points on Leclerc. Mad to think across a sprint weekend, Max Verstappen didn't even pick up a point. But look at that, insane. 8 points cover the top 3 going into the final round. Lando Norris is ruled out of this championship. But guys, I'm so looking forward to the finale in Abu Dhabi. It's going to be an absolute party.